古人说，百善孝为先。
The ancients said, among all virtues, filial piety comes first.
在中国历史上，有许多帝王将相，但真正以孝流芳百世的却不多。
In Chinese history, there were many emperors and generals, but few are remembered for their filial piety.
今天要说的故事，就是汉朝最仁厚的皇帝之一汉文帝刘恒。
Today's story is about one of the most benevolent emperors of the Han Dynasty, Emperor Wen Liu Heng.
他用最真挚的行动感动了天下。
With his most sincere actions, he moved the entire world.
刘恒的母亲窦太后因常年忧劳，病倒在床。
Liu Heng's mother, Empress Dowager Dou, fell ill after years of worry and fatigue.
御医开了许多药方，药汤每日都要按时服用。
The imperial physicians prescribed many remedies, and the medicine had to be taken daily.
然而，那时的药材多苦涩，若稍有差池，病情就可能加重。
However, medicines in those times were very bitter, and if handled incorrectly, her illness could worsen.
文帝看见母亲痛苦，心中忧急。
When Emperor Wen saw his mother suffering, his heart was filled with anxiety.
他想起孩提时，母亲如何为他熬夜缝衣，照顾病痛。
He remembered how, as a child, his mother stayed up late sewing clothes and cared for him when he was sick.
如今母亲年老，他怎能袖手旁观？
Now that his mother was old, how could he stand idly by?
于是，每当药煎好端来，文帝必亲自走上前。
So, whenever the medicine was prepared, Emperor Wen would personally step forward.
他捧过药碗，轻轻吹凉，含一口在嘴里，细细尝试。
He would hold the bowl, gently blow to cool it, and take a sip to test it carefully.
待确定温度适宜，没有过度苦涩，才恭敬地端到母亲床前。
Once he ensured the temperature was right and the taste not overly bitter, he respectfully brought it to his mother.
窦太后看着儿子的举动，眼眶泛红，喃喃说：
Empress Dowager Dou watched her son's actions, her eyes filling with tears, and murmured,
身为天子，却肯亲口尝药，天下孰能如你？
As the Son of Heaven, you are willing to taste the medicine yourself. Who else in the world could compare?
不仅如此，文帝还常常彻夜不眠，守护在母亲身旁。
Not only that, Emperor Wen often stayed awake through the night, watching over his mother.
每当母亲咳嗽，他立刻上前拍背。
Whenever his mother coughed, he would immediately step forward to pat her back.
每当母亲无力进食，他便亲自准备稀粥，细心喂养。
Whenever his mother could not eat, he personally prepared porridge and fed her with care.
大臣们屡次劝谏，
The ministers repeatedly advised him,
陛下乃万圣之尊，不宜轻为小事。
Your Majesty is of the highest honor. You should not do such trivial tasks yourself.
但文帝只是摇头。
But Emperor Wen only shook his head.
母亲养我多年，如今我侍奉她，岂能嫌麻烦？
My mother raised me for many years. Now that I serve her, how could I find it troublesome?
汉文帝亲尝汤药的故事很快传遍天下。
The story of Emperor Wen personally tasting the medicine quickly spread across the land.
百姓们无不动容，纷纷教育子女。
The common people were all deeply moved and taught their children.
连天子尚且如此孝顺，更何况是我们普通人呢？
Even the Son of Heaven shows such filial piety, how much more should we, ordinary people?
自此，宫廷内外都以孝为荣。
From then on, both inside and outside the palace, filial piety was held in high esteem.
父慈子孝，兄友弟恭的风气逐渐蔚然成风。
The spirit of parental kindness and filial respect, brotherly friendship, and harmony gradually became widespread.
或许正因为文帝懂得孝的根本，
Perhaps it was because Emperor Wen understood the essence of filial piety.
在他与儿子汉景帝相继治理下，天下少有战乱，百姓安乐。
That under his and his son Emperor Jing's rule, the world saw little war, and the people lived in peace.
这段时期被后人称为文景之治。
This era was later called the rule of Wen and Jing.
亲尝汤药的故事
The story of personally tasting the medicine
告诉我们，孝顺不在于豪言壮语，
teaches us that filial piety lies not in grand words,
而在于日常生活中一点一滴的真心。
but in the small, sincere acts of daily life.
今天的你我，也许无法像文帝那样感动天下。
Today, you and I may not be able to move the world as Emperor Wen did.
但只要愿意为父母多做一步，
But as long as we are willing to do a little more for our parents,
无论是一碗热汤、一声问候，
whether it is a bowl of hot soup or a simple greeting,
都足以温暖他们的心。
it is enough to warm their hearts.